When Universe Ticket wrapped up its 10-episode run, initially there were mixed reactions about Jelly.
Classic. The reason why I'm chosen.
Given the stereotypes surrounding Korean beauty standards where lighter skin is often favored, it seemed like a tough hill for Jelly to climb. Many worried that she might only find success overseas. However, fast forward to viral Korean edited video featuring Jelly that got 3.4 million views. And the comments? Let's just say they were filled with positivity. And these weren't just a few scattered compliments, it was a whole wave of appreciation. The comments highlighted her beauty, with some even likening her to a Disney princess. Commenters reassured each other that while colorism does exist, it doesn't define the opinions of all Koreans. So, how did they go from being all-inclusive and accepting to straight-up bullying? Well, that's K-pop for you. Now she's facing some serious negativity online, but before we take a look at the supposed reasons behind this hate, let's see who Jelly is. Born on August 19, 2007 in La Paz, Philippines, Jelly's journey in the entertainment world began at a remarkably young age. She started participating in beauty pageants at just 12 years old and quickly gained attention, winning multiple awards. She secured 9 international titles over the past decade, and her success in these contests clearly shows her potential as a star.
Recently, I competed in an international pageant where I won Miss Republic Continent's Charity Queen International.
In addition to her achievements in pageantry, Jelly has also made her mark as a fashion model. She has served as an ambassador for various brands including Artist Skin Clinic and Aspire magazine. With her impressive resume, it's clear that Jelly was destined for the spotlight. Jelly's pursuit of her dreams eventually led her to South Korea, where she participated in SBS's survival show Universe Ticket. This highly competitive show featured 82 contestants from around the world, all vying for a coveted spot in a new K-pop girl group. The goal was to select 8 finalists for a project group that would last for 2.5 years. However, the show faced several challenges that affected viewer interest, including viral performances that garnered negative attention, accusations of discrimination, and complaints about the voting system. Despite these setbacks, Jelly started at the bottom and fought her way to the top, and by the end of the show, she earned her place as the 4th member of Unis. The toxic side of K-pop fandom strikes again. After making her debut with Unis, Jelly quickly won the hearts of many fans, but as we know, with fame comes scrutiny, and unfortunately, Jelly has fallen victim to a wave of hate, particularly accusations of being a pick-me girl. A recent viral video highlights clips of Jelly's behavior during schedules, showcasing moments that some netizens are labeling as attention-seeking. Comments flooded in, accusing her of trying too hard to win favor. Instead of support, Jelly is being criticized, reminiscent of the harsh treatment Wonyoung faced when she debuted. Thankfully, not everyone is on the hate train. Many netizens have stepped up to defend Jelly, emphasizing the hypocrisy of calling for the protection of minors while simultaneously attacking them. Some even pointed out her modeling background, arguing that her confidence in front of the camera shouldn't be criticized. After all, she's used to posing and performing. Fans are echoing sentiments that K-pop stans should really reflect on their actions. As one user pointed out, God forbid a 17-year-old is confident in herself. It's frustrating to see the same cycle of hate repeat itself. In a few years, these critics might be praising Jelly, just like they did with Wonyoung, while finding a new target to tear down. As the online negativity increased, even Jelly's mother stepped in, posting a message on Twitter reminding fans that Jelly wouldn't be affected by the hate. Filipino fans in particular found the backlash troubling, with many questioning whether the hate stemmed from her being a Filipina rather than a Korean. Sadly, Jelly is not alone in facing such criticism. Many idols, including Blackpink's Jennie and ITZY's Yoona, have been similarly attacked. Despite her positive debut, Jelly soon encountered the darker side of fame. Like Wonyoung, who faced similar treatment, Jelly was scrutinized for her every move. Videos of her posing during schedules went viral on TikTok, with some critiques labeling her a pick-me girl or claiming she was trying too hard. Others even went as far as comparing her unfavorably to Wonyoung, saying she was a cheap copy and dismissing her as overly self-centered. K-pop fans can sometimes be really cruel, and the comments only fueled more anger among Jelly's supporters, who saw this as an unfair attack on a young idol who had done nothing wrong. Filipino fans and many others in the K-pop community voiced their support, expressing shock over the excessive backlash directed at a 17-year-old. Many pointed out the hypocrisy of criticizing a minor while supposedly advocating for the protection of young idols. Fans emphasized that Jelly's modeling experience made her comfortable posing for the camera. She was just doing what came naturally to her. Some even defended her unique features, like her eye shape, sharing childhood photos to show that Jelly's look is natural and not fake, as some antis suggested. K-pop fandoms often overlook the fact that young idols are still finding their footing. Jelly sought advice from her mentor Sang, asking how to manage her breathing during performances. Her struggle with the language led to some expressive facial gestures, which unfortunately drew criticism from some fans who called her expressions creepy. The never-ending hate train. It's like clockwork in K-pop. Every time a girl group debuts, there's bound to be a hate train waiting to board, and honestly, it's absolutely ridiculous. K-pop stans seem to have a hard time going a single day without tearing down female idols. Just look at Wonyoung, and now it's Jelly's turn. And it's not just her, every female idol out there seems to be a target, whether it's ITZY, LE SSERAFIM, or anyone else. Now let's talk about Jelly's background. She has been in the pageant scene almost all her life, which means she knows how to pose and project herself. It's in her training. Judges recognized this during her time on the show, and even contestants who were eliminated praised her authenticity. She doesn't pretend to be someone she is not. She walks like a pageant girl because she is one. So why is she being dragged for simply embracing her beauty? Well, the issue is that Jelly isn't as well known yet, so she's become the largest target for toxic fans. They're even apologizing to Wonyoung, not because they realize how ridiculous their behavior is, but because they found a new victim. It's a never-ending cycle. The unfiltered star. But it's important to remember that Jelly is just a teenager. She is just being unapologetically herself, and that should be celebrated. And why do we say that? Well, because while filming Universe Ticket, Jelly decided to embrace a classic Filipino tradition, taking selfies. But she didn't just keep it to herself. She made sure to snap some funny selfies with her fellow contestant phones whenever they weren't looking. That's exactly what happened to contestant Yeram and Haram, who shared their surprise during an interview with Pocket TV. Jelly had a selfie-taking spree on their devices. Yeram revealed that it didn't matter whose phone it was. Jelly was ready to strike.
핸드폰을 보는데 제 갤러리에 이제 젤리 언니 사진 셀카가 있는 거예요. 모든 핸드폰에 제 이름을
High-angle shots? Check. Awkward poses? Double check. Fans couldn't get enough of this selca takeover. Many took to social media to share their laughter, calling Jelly unserious and applauding her for having a blast. One fan even said, "Gotta love a celeb who doesn't take herself too seriously."
Thank you.
Haram in particular had a lot to say about Jelly in an interview with Pocket TV. When asked who made the biggest impression on her, she didn't hesitate for a second and chose Jelly. Haram described Jelly as someone with a different force, saying, "I never saw anyone like her." Haram even shared a charming detail about Jelly's greetings. While most contestants would wave and say hello, Jelly would put her hands together, tilt her head, and flash them a smile. Jelly's personality shines through even in the smallest moments. With a natural star quality, she has a spring in her step and greets fans in her own extra way, twirling and flipping her hair like it's second nature. Her fun, laid-back approach to fame is like a breath of fresh air in the often serious world of K-pop. Gehlee is quickly making her mark, and it's only the beginning for this rising star. So, what do you think about Gehlee's journey so far? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to NOONA-K for all the things K-pop.